The narrative for the Denis movie. I'll just stop it here. I befriended Denis as a painter. I didn't know he was a big psychiatrist. Um, Head of psychiatry at Homewood, looking after hospitals. He'd even go down to Antigua and up to Thunder Bay and places, looking after sometimes graduate students and whatnot, but a big name in psychiatry. And then he became a painter. And once he became a painter, that's all his life. He resented being referred to as a doctor after that. And, well, I don't know, immediately after that. I didn't meet him till he was in his late 70s. And a very warm, gentle man he was. My wife and I encountered him over at the Wellington Arts Center. And then it turned out we lived pretty close to each other, so we visited often. He'd drop in for British tea and cashews, and I would drop into his studio. So this is the entrance to the studio, and the point there is that Denis was well off in the sense that he had this beautiful, incredible studio. This is a driveway, and it's a mile in just to the gate, and then another mile in after that. He bought up the property on the other side of the road so he wouldn't have to have neighbors. And you come into a big house, and then you continue on down to the studio. The studio is actually 5 former townhouses that were there, not really townhouses, but they were there for conferences and pep talks for business people in Toronto. And so they come up and they'd inhabit those. They're all sort of linked together like a row of townhouses, but he made that into his one big studio. And when he hit age 70, he went to France. He's had a studio in France, and he studied painting. I now regret that I didn't investigate a lot of what Denis was about, and I hope to revisit that. I've got a lot of video, a lot of things that he's talked about, and that things that are indeed important. And what I want to do is, I guess, inform the whole business of what a great painter Denis Hopkins was. It's not my type of painting, but what he did with boats, with buildings, with bridges, it's just phenomenal what he did. And yet, even though he had some mediocre acceptance, he would sell paintings at the Millcroft and at the Vault and Fergus and various places, Glenn Williams. Really, I don't think he ever got the credit that was truly due him, and therefore I hope to revisit this particular this here is Allure. Now, what, a beautiful
that I've done for some of the paintings, you see.
Oh yeah.
Do these little drawings with time there, for example. And then what lion's head, just little course, you know.
Good adventures, or with other painters, or?
Oh no, lion's head one.
Wow. Wow.
2000 de Granada. Study of
Yeah, this looks sort of Da Vinci-ish.
you know, study that's gone into some. Especially in any of these. Years in the
Yeah?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know whether I got a date on here, but this is going way back. Looks 1974,
Oh, wow.
and that's a Erie Canal.
Wow.
almost goes back a bit, doesn't it?
It does. Very interesting. So this is, the color is
Just
from
watercolor.
watercolor? Okay.
Yeah. This is from on my visit to Antigua in 1975.
Ah.
So you sort of...
Where's Antigua?
It just near Trinidad.
Oh, right. Okay.
Listen, this is interesting. These are sketches from the islands, but I think I've got the sketches from, wait a second, from Six Nations in here. Let me just have a look. And that's from Six Nations here. These are all done on site. Sketches I did when driving around. Here's some of the sketches for that painting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mexico, you see, in '76. And some of them from around here. Grey colours, different
Oh,
grey
right, right,
colours,
right.
stuff like that. Bits and pieces of boats, notes that I've made that go into paintings. So that's what I was doing. So that's what I was doing in 1976. You see. And that's the ones I was telling you about. This Chilean couple.
Oh, yeah.
They worked together on some of their paintings. You'll see that's probably signed by Wald. W stands for Wald and Z stands for Zeller. Susanna Wald and Ludwig Zellers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
And I've never been on any workshops, never done anything, but I've started using broken colour.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it's, you know, quite advanced,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, stuff. And I mean, I still use broken colour, you see. So I've got lots and lots of studies which I can use for paintings. 75, you see. And I'm trying to get the character of places. And, you know, jumping over to, where is it? Ah, yeah.
This is one of the, you had a painting here somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
As you see, I'm trying to get the character
yeah. And
of the
the,
place. And,
that sort of bed that was out in the middle of nowhere, right?
yeah, that's
yeah.
right, yeah. And Dudley liked that drawing, you know. So he said he would, I must know or decide where they're going to go and they don't get lost.
Absolutely.
And but I might employ someone
Yeah,
who knows
absolutely.
who knows what they're doing to spend at the bottom of the Bahamas somewhere. Harbour Island, is it?
Oh, okay, right,
Someplace like that, and which is too expensive to go to now, you know.
right.
But you see, my drawing. Look how my drawing has
They're
improved.
amazing. Yeah.
Did I show you the hospital?
Oh, right,
They paid a
right,
course every year,
right.
and you know, I could go to nice places wherever they held the courses in nice. I wouldn't do anything to do with the course.
Right,
I'd play
right.
hooky all the time, and then I'd be doing drawings like this, you see, and these palm trees and stuff like that. See, this one up
That's
there.
the one up there, yeah.
Yes, you-
Top one.
To show you, look, I've got about 8 pages of work on this painting.
Right.
Before doing the painting, look. Before doing the painting, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Wow.
7, 8. To here. That's a sort of notes and thoughts, and just little pencil studies, and comments from Jacobs in here. Some, see, Alban. That was her name.
Oh, oh.
You see, Alban. I think this says Alban's colours. You see, that's
Oh, yeah,
the,
right.
the colours just for her. You see,
Wow.
and I repainted that
Yeah, that must have been a lot.
piece.
Yeah,
And his rifle is abandoned down here.
right.
And
Well,
here's,
that's,
and here's here from stone. That's the idea.
right.
And she's going to take a moment of his death and the greeting.
Transition, right.
And the greeting and the transition. That's the idea, that
Cool.
painting. The better it is for my physical self.
Absolutely.
Because I'm doing things because I need to do them.
Yeah,
And with the physical injury from the ATV,
right.
and then when I fell, I injured my elbow.
Your arm all bruised, yeah, yeah.
So that third one comes and does the dressing. So I've had the
They're just a bit more than that.
Right, right, right.
Because they really do try, they care.
Right, right.
About, you know, sort of shadow.
Right,
And then there's also a cast shadow.
yeah. And then when you're
Forms.
subtle form, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember, we've got about 8 pages of notes
Yeah. On her, yeah.
just on
Paintings,
that
yeah.
one,
Colours.
working on that one page.
Yeah, yeah.
maybe a couple of 100 years just making dolls.
Wow, wow, wow.
And they make dolls like it's almost a community thing.
Right.
They've tables out, all materials, and
Sort of like a quilting circle, but dolls.
but making
Yeah.
dolls.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked the fabric full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, it must have made you feel really good to get that texture in the wood, especially that.
Rather beautiful but dangerous
Yeah.
to what's in the landscape. That's rather beautiful and the stuff like that growing up. Also close into the house, you know, and the house is obviously going to be taken over by all these weeds, you know.
That's funny. Yeah.
and give a landscape.
Ah,
Done about 3 of them.
yeah, I like the boat.
I'm just. It's really what I want to do, and
Yeah.
I don't want to try and sort of be creative with something arising out of modern fashionable culture
Yeah.
that I just don't care.
Which is
I
superficial.
don't care
Yeah,
about that
yeah,
at all,
absolutely.
you know.
Yeah.
All the rest rest of the painting is really subservient and is designed to take you where the eye is to, you want the eye needs to go in this. Needs
Yeah.
to go to this area.
Yeah.
More even than this. And so that comes like that. That comes, takes you to here. This one brush stroke takes you up here. The little cherry stems take you in here. This one is a nice one. It comes down. It's a fold, comes down, opens up a bit here. This, the pines. This is the Dordogne River. There are two paintings around there. And these are all just Vermont and France and round about here.
Cool.
And these are just cumulus clouds in this case. And you can see the blues change. You look at this blue. You can stare at that blue as long as you like. It's so dark,
Yeah.
you see. And because it's so dark, that cloud is so light, white.
Yeah.
And then when you get down there, just where that other little cloud is, you know, the blues change. You compare that blue. When it's covered in clouds, you can't look at the sky for more than a minute. Boats pulled up on the slip to escape the storm.
Yeah. So when would this be pretty much the same? Interesting. And where's that?
Across the road, right across the
Oh,
road.
wow.
It's showing how the barn has become part of the landscape.